Welcome to the Holy Land Pilgrimage, hosted by Pastor Matt Richard. Experience 9 life-changing days in the footsteps of Jesus. This pilgrimage takes a different approach from the special accommodations to the more relaxed devotional itinerary, truly refreshing and inspiring. Whether this is your first or return trip, you will discover new things. Our bus will meet us at the airport. From there up to the old city of Jerusalem. Our driver will circle at once to give us our first look. The clean, modern Knights Palace Hotel is located inside the old city. It is a special location and the friendly staff awaits us. Our first full day in Jerusalem takes us away from the city, first to Ein Kerem and then to Bethlehem. We'll spend the morning in Ein Kerem, home of Zacharias and Elizabeth, and so birthplace of John the Baptist, the forerunner. This is also then the site of the visitation, when Mary, the Mother of God, came from Nazareth to visit Elizabeth. From Ein Kerem to Bethlehem and its church and grotto of the Nativity, the very place of the dear Savior's birth. A visit to Shepherd's Field is followed by a look inside an olive wood factory and shop. Day 4, the life of Jesus and a little recreation. Once again, traveling away from Jerusalem, we visit the River Jordan and the site of the baptism of Jesus. Next, we'll enter the ancient city of Jericho and view, not far from there, the wilderness of Jesus' 40-day fast and temptation. Jericho was the site of Jesus' encounter with Zacchaeus, and just outside the city, he restored sight to the blind. We'll recall both events. Then on to the Dead Sea, a resort area. You'll be invited to bring along your swimwear today and take a dip, a float more accurately, in this truly great salt lake. On the way back to Jerusalem, we'll stop at the Inn of the Good Samaritan. Today relives the events of Palm Sunday through Maundy Thursday. We begin in Bethany, home of Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. On to Bethphage, where Jesus called for and mounted the colt for his procession into Jerusalem. We trace his course down the Mount of Olives. Stops along the way include a church in honor of the Lord's Prayer. Dominus Flevit, the Lord wept, a chapel recalling his tears over the city, and at the bottom of the hill, the Garden of Gethsemane. We close the day with a visit to the cenacle or upper room and site of the Last Supper. The day has represented Palm Sunday to Maundy Thursday, tomorrow, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter. Day 6. This day forms the centerpiece and heart of the pilgrimage. We begin by recalling the events of Good Friday. In the manner of a worship service, our group will walk the Via Dolorosa and Way of the Cross, halting at each of the 14 stations for reflection, hymn, and prayer. We arrive at last at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, an empty tomb of the risen Jesus. A brief tour of the church may follow. The remainder of the day is free. Today we pack up and travel onto the Galilee, where we spend the remainder of the pilgrimage. On the way out of Jerusalem, a visit to the Garden Tomb, thought by a few to be the tomb of Jesus, and at the very least a good picture of what it looked like. On our way to the Sea of Galilee, we'll make 2 stops. The first in Nain, where Jesus raised the widow's son. The second at a place offering a good view of the Jordan River. Hotel check-in. Day 8, our first of 2 full days here, features visits around the Sea of Galilee. Magdala, home to Mary Magdalene. The Mount of Beatitudes, site of the Great Sermon on the Mount. Capernaum, central to the ministry of Jesus, and Tabgha, site of the feeding of 5,000. A boat ride today will create the perfect setting for recalling other moving gospel stories. Day 9. Cana and Mount Tabor are both Epiphany stories. The marriage at Cana witnessed the first miracle of Jesus, water to wine. From Cana, we journey to the top of Mount Tabor, site of the Transfiguration. Nazareth, hometown of Jesus, serves as the pilgrimage's final destination. It is so because the gospel in a special way begins here, not just in this city, but in the womb of the woman who lived here. Nazareth is the site of the Annunciation, and therefore the Incarnation. Every other event in the life of Jesus, events this pilgrimage has vividly recalled, owes its origin to this one. A good portion of this day will remain for pilgrims to spend as they wish near the Sea of Galilee, and this place that in some way they will never